Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and now I'm here with my top 10 for fall fragrances 2022. Quick disclaimer, I actually went ahead and pulled out all the ones that I'm going to be wearing in fall and winter, and I kind of split them the way that I think I'm going to be wearing these a little bit more in fall and these a little bit more in winter. However, it doesn't get ice cold here, so that's the disclaimer, so I could really wear either one at any time. These are just what I'm going to gravitate towards during those seasons, but realistically, I'm going to be wearing all of these for both seasons. And the only reason I mention that is because I did have to sit there and differentiate which one I might be wearing a little bit more in fall and a little bit more in winter. Because the weather here, I mean, I live in Northern California, it doesn't get crazy cold. Like, we don't get snow or anything insane like that. Like, once fall really hits, everyone's going to be all bundled up because we can't stand, severe cold. So I've already done videos on 6 of these, I believe. I'm going to start with those, then I'm going to end with the other 4. I'm still not going to make this long video. That's not really my style. So if you want reviews on any of the other 4, I'm going to do them, but you can tell me which one you want first. As usual, let's start off now. All right, so my first one is one that I've spoken about, but it doesn't get a ton of hype. From the house of Dunhill, it's going to be Dunhill Egyptian Smoke. It's in the Icon bottle. This line I don't think gets a ton of hype in general, but this is a really nice tobacco fragrance. It's a little woody. It's got this kind of sweetness to it. I don't feel like it's too sweet, and for me to say that is kind of a big deal. It has just something different in here. Like, this is a date night banger for sure. Fall fragrances are all about date night. Just look at the color of it. It just kind of screams out fall. It is such a great fragrance, and it's, to me, very underrated. Again, of course, I really like it. I'm not going to talk too much about it, like I already said. Next. I've talked about this one too, and this is like fall and winter for me. From the house of Prada, it's Prada Amber Purom Intense. This dries down into such a sexy fragrance. Has a little bit of powderiness, a little bit of patchouli, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of, I guess a little bit of soapiness in there, but it works really well. It smells so good. I have a tester on here, so the bottle already tells me what it has on there. You got myrrh. The myrrh is apparent. It's really nice in here. Patchouli, vanilla, pretty much everything that you would expect to get out of a fall fragrance. And again, the bottle is really sexy. That tells you how sexy it is. It's very representative, obviously. Yeah, this one I just love wearing, and it's strong, but not too strong, so it's kind of perfect for fall. Next. All right, I'm gonna say this is not gonna be something that all of you guys agree with, but I haven't worn this in so long, and I picked it up and smelled it the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, I love this one. From the house of Versace, it's Versace Eros Eau de Parfum. It is what it is, guys. It's apple, mint, it's strong. People love it. You might not love it, but people love it. I mean, obviously I have 200 ml. So when I got this, I was really into Eros, and I had Flame, the EDT, and this. I thought about getting the Parfum, but I was like, that is probably a little bit too much. So I ended up selling Flame because I was still reaching for this over that. And then I ended up selling the EDT because I ended up reaching for this over that. And it is redundant. I like Flame, but I don't like it as much as this. It's really hard for me to pick that one over this one. Next. This is so obvious. From the house of Azzaro, it's Azzaro Wanted by Night. It's just a really good fragrance. It's got freshness to it. It's got warmth to it. It's got that ginger note. It is so sexy. I can't wear this without someone saying something about it because it's that good. This is bottle number 1. That's how much it's drained. I don't know if you can see the line, but it's right about there. I have another bottle of 150 ml, and I have a travel atomizer of this one, just because it's super easy to reach. So I figure even if I don't, if it comes a day where I stop collecting, why not wear this? Because it smells that good. Next. All right, from the house of Hugo Boss. It's Hugo Boss, the Scent Absolute. I didn't think I was gonna like this because it's pretty sweet. Like that Maninka fruit I thought was gonna be too sweet for me. But it's not. It's got a touch of powderiness. And this one also performs really well and is a huge people pleaser. And obviously fall colors. So this one is a really enjoyable wearing experience. Forget about the compliments, which you're gonna get. It's just a really people-pleasing fragrance. It smells really good and it has like a very slight touch of freshness in there. And it's not too sweet. I do have a 15 ml decant of the scent Private Accord, and that one I like, but this one I like more, especially for fall. That one's a little sweeter, so I don't like it as much, although I've been liking sweet fragrances lately, so who knows, I might be, you know, gravitating towards that a little bit more in the winter. But I love this one. It's really funny. I'm not wearing a fragrance yet. I am going to be leaving for work in a little bit, and every time I show one to the camera, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing this as my scent of the day. But I can't wear them all. Next. All right, so actually there's maybe 5 that I haven't done a full review of. I don't know if I've done the full review of this. If I haven't, I can if you guys want me to. From the house of Bulgari, it's Bulgari Men in Black. Guys, what are you gonna say? It's spicy, it's boozy. It's sexy, yes. I'm telling you, another one that I'm just like, I can wear this as my scent of the day. Of course, I can wear any of these. So just so you guys know, I've been cutting down my collection more. So when you see things still obvious in videos, that means they've been making a lot of cuts. I try to condense at least once a month. This smells so good. It's kind of got a little bit of sweetness, that booziness, something like ambery in there. It's really fall appropriate. Oh, if I haven't done the review of this, I probably should. It smells really, really good. And you know, it's funny because I feel like when I got it, they were really cheap. I actually opted into, what is this, like 40 mil? Oh, 60 mil. But they seem to have been going up in price, all of the Bulgaris. So I don't know what that's about. It could just be a fluctuation as usual. Next. Let's do this one next because I haven't talked about it, but I've talked about it on Instagram. And I mean, I feel like you guys should already know. This is going to be in a different direction than the other ones, but it's a little denser. From the house of Mont Blanc, it's Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. I've done so well with the EDP that I thought I'd get this, or with the EDT that I thought I'd get this, and it is really nice. It is clean, it's woody, it's got that apple in there, but it's got a little bit of that darker feel, not by much. It's got some leather in it, not a heavy leather. But the thing is, this DNA always crushes it for me. People at work like it, which that's kind of a big thing. Everyone that I meet in my everyday life likes it. The people I hang out with outside of work like it. It is sometimes easier to just wear stuff that the people around you like, but I'll tell you what, I like this too. If you like woody fragrances that have a little sweetness to them, this is kind of just an easy reach. Every time I wear this, it's just, it kills. Next. I also talked about quite a bit on Instagram. It is from the house of Purom. It's Amuse-moi comme je suis. Someone told me what that means, but I forgot what it is. But this is kind of like a nutty vetiver, warm fall fragrance. I have been getting into vetiver a little bit more over the last year, and I'm really into this. Like, it's got this nuttiness to it. Let's just do it. The type of vetiver this is not, it's a little bit earthier. So in a really good way though. And I really like it. And the thing that I've layered this with, I don't usually share layers in these videos. If you take the one EDP and layer it with this, it is an insane combo. The one EDP is not on this list because something else has replaced it for me. But the one EDP with this as a layer, this by itself is amazing, but I tried those two together and I was like, oh, killer. If you haven't tried this, I would recommend it. It is a little bit more expensive from Caron, because Caron, you can get stuff from them from $20 to $30. It could go down over time. I think it's like 1 or 2 years old. I got it between 70 and 80, and I think it's still between 70 and 80, and that was like a year ago. but it's really nice. If you look at the note profile and you like it, I would say definitely try it if you're into kind of an earthier vetiver, which I kind of am. That is more, I liked the clean ones initially, but now I kind of like the earthy ones because they're sexier. Next. This, I think, is discontinued, but if I'm not mistaken, you can pick it up pretty easily online. But here's the thing. I'm going to wear it, so it's going to be in this list. It's Aramis Special Blend. I don't even mind that this is in a stock bottle. I got this so inexpensive at an outlet store near me that I ended up buying 3 bottles of it. This reminds me of Jazz Club, but grown. Jazz Club's already grown, but think more grown, like more gray hair, you know, more gray hair. It is really, really good. It's warm, it's sexy. It's a little spicy. It's really appealing to me. It's got a little bit of an old school feel. Like, don't get me wrong, I actually kind of like a little bit of an old school feel. Not always, but a lot of times. And in fall, I feel like I can get away with it more. It is so sexy, especially more for close encounters, but I think it's really, really good. Honestly, if you've tried this, comment down below because I don't feel like it's talked about enough. I think the Tobacco Reserve or something like that is the one that tends to get everyone's attention, but Special Blend, guys, is special. Next. All right, let's talk about this one. I saved it for last because it did replace the one EDP on this list for multiple reasons from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. It's Dolce & Gabbana, the one Royal Night Eau de Parfum. All right, guys, take the one Eau de Parfum, take out some of that tobacco, add a little bit more woodiness and a little bit more spice and a little bit more oomph, and you got this. And just real talk, I like the bottle better. I like the bottle. It's the same bottle, but this is like fully brown. Look at that, with that gold cap and the Arabic writing on it. It's a really nice presentation, and it just has more oomph. I like the one. This doesn't have like an apparent vetiver as much as the one. I can get a little bit more vetiver lately from the one. I don't know if it's because I'm looking for it more. This is like more woody, more spicy, really sexy, a little more denseness to it. I think kind of like going out on a little date night with kind of a nicer sweater, maybe a cardigan, something like that. Just something a little bit more upscale, button down, suit and tie, really doesn't matter. It smells really, really good. And for me, I'm not really gonna be pulling for the one EDP anymore because of this. Realistically, I haven't really been pulling for that one in general lately, but I got this because I was like, you know, it's hard to find, and I found a good deal on Joma Shop, so I grabbed it and I was like, oh yeah, I like this a lot. So these are the ones I'm gonna be reaching for the most in fall. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think was going to make this list but didn't. Remember, fall and winter might be a little interchangeably for me, so some of the sweeter ones I actually put in the winter list. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you'd like to be subscribed to my channel, hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!